Hello everyone, I am Professor Pokakar Sagar from ENTC Department of ISSMS Institute of Information Technology, Pune. So today I'll give the introduction about electric boundary condition. So in short we can say what is the behavior of the electric field when passes from one medium to another medium having different dielectric constant. So we see the diagram. We take the two medium with different dielectric constant. Let us upper side is medium 1 with dielectric constant epsilon 1. Then we below side we take a medium 2 with the dielectric constant epsilon 2. So now we divide field components, that is electric field, in tangential to the boundary and normal to the boundary. So if E bar is in medium 1, we use the suffix 1. When E bar or any other field in medium 2, we use suffix 2. So we can say E1t, E2t, En1, E21 like that. So now for that we consider the two things. First one, we take a cylindrical surface where half part is in medium 1 and half part is in medium 2. Now the height is delta h, so in upper part delta h by 2 and in lower part delta h by 2. The surface is delta s. In similar, we take a closed loop ABCD where half part is inside medium 1, half part is in medium 2, having length delta L and delta h by 2 is the height. So now first we see a cylindrical surface. So when I apply the Gauss's law for this pillbox or a cylindrical surface, we know that d bar dot ds bar is equal to q or rho v dv. So that cylindrical surface d bar dot ds bar is given by top surface plus bottom surface plus side surface. Here for a side surface you can take the integration 0 as delta s tends to 0. Then the integration of side surface d bar dot ds bar is equal to 0. Now for top surface which is in medium 1 and d bar is a normal to the surface, that's why we use d1n and ds is a delta s. So for top surface d1n delta s minus, now the sign is minus because the unit vector is in opposite direction. So minus d2n delta s. That means for bottom the medium is 2, that's why we use suffix 2. So we know RHS is Q rho v dv or delta S you can write. So the boundary condition is given by if there is no charge, that means if rho s is absent, if rho s equal to 0, d1n minus d2n is equal to rho s. So for non-conducting materials rho s equal to 0. So we can write d1n is equal to d2n. So in short, the normal components at the boundary are same. This is the first. Now we will try to find the tangential component. So finding the tangential component, now again we take that closed path ABCD. Now we just here I write the delta W is the width and delta H is the height. So we write according to this for this D2A and B2C, the component is tangential, while for A to B and C to D the components are normal. So let us we find out. So applying the conservative law to the path, we know E bar dot dl bar is equal to 0. So LHS can be write A to B E bar dot dl bar plus B to C E bar dot dl bar plus C to D E bar dot dl bar plus D to A E bar dot dl bar. So for A to B, which is normal direction, so I write E1n delta H by 2 minus, now half part in medium 2, so that's why E2n delta H by 2, because half part in medium 2. Now B to C, there is a tangential direction, so E2t delta W, dl is here delta W, and medium is 2, that's why suffix 2 is there, plus now C to D, E1n delta H by 2 plus E2n delta H by 2. This direction is exactly opposite to A to B and C to D. The direction is opposite. So here we can write plus, then here we can write minus. Then finally D to A is E1t delta W. Finally we got E1t minus E2t delta W is equal to 0 because our RHS is 0. So we can write E1t equal to E2t. In short, the tangential component at the boundary are same. So this is the electrostatic boundary condition between two perfect dielectrics. So thank you.